Hey, what is up guys, welcome back to another Guild Wars 2 PvP build guide with gameplay. I pre-recorded this gameplay just to see how it would go, if I would add it, and just for an extra bit of practice with the build, so I get a better idea of what I'm talking about when I record this. So yep, that's going to be going up, definitely PvP build guide with gameplay for Celestial Healing and Damaged Druid. So this build is very all-rounder, very similar to Celestial Dagger Elementalist, although it has less, well, actually it doesn't really have less healing, but I seem to die a bit more. Maybe that's because I'm a bit inexperienced with the Ranger, but I bet in a while I'll actually be really good at this build, similar to Celestial Ellie. But yeah, here we go. So into the weapons and everything, we run Sword, Torch, and Staff. So the new Staff, I'll run through the skills, some combos, and we run two completely different pets, the Tiger and the Bristleback, right? Smoke Scale, sorry. So the Tiger and the Smoke Scale, so these are two new pets as well. And we run some Glyphs, we run a Signet, and double Shouts. So then we also have Sword Torch, so that's mainly for the condition pressure it applies and the evades. Then we have Rune of Durability, which gives a lot of toughness. It gives 175 toughness and 125 vitality. So it gives 300 points worth of stats, and it gives how much boon duration? 20% boon duration as well. So I really like the boon duration, and we actually go up to 45% from one of our traits. Yeah, here we go. This trait combined with this amulet. So this must be 25. I don't know. We get a 5% boon duration from something. I don't know. But yeah, that's that. Then we have Celestial Amulet, 560 to all stats. Then in Specializations we run, I'll just close that for now. Actually, I didn't run through runes and stuff. So on the Sword Torch we run Hydromancy and Doom. On the Staff we run Energy and Renewal. So people have been asking me how to get to this stuff. You just press the helmet in the top when you're in the PvP lobby, and then you can change all of this stuff to look like mine, and then try out the build. To access traits, same thing, you can go to here, or you can go to your hero panel by pressing H and traits. Build, sorry. Then we run Nature Magic, Beast Mastery, and Druid. So in Nature Magic we just have the normal Shout trait, so whenever you start healing an ally, your pet also starts healing them, so that's good. And it gives you free regen and swiftness. So because of our boon duration, this actually lasts a long time, so we have perma regen and swiftness from our Shouts. So already from this it's like 80% uptime. And that went up really high. So then we have any boon you get is shared with your pet, so your pet also gets these boons. And then we have Dodging removes blindness, cripple, and poison, so this is very useful for removing blindness and poison. These are conditions which really shit on your whole build. And the cripple as well helps you just get around, although we have no problem with mobility, thanks to Staff 3. And then we run, this just increases your boon duration, so your pet gives quite a bit of might, and your other pet gives more than permanent fury. It's about 200% fury uptime for you and all your allies. Then we have whenever you just take normal damage, you weaken nearby foes and gain protection. That's the best one we can run in this line. The rest of these are pretty useless. This is a 20-second cooldown, so it's not very useful. Then Beast Mastery, so this focuses on your pet and some of your Shouts. So all your pets get the 150 to every stat, so they're a bit more powerful. This pet crits quite hard and hits very hard, so in the build, and this one as well hits up to like 7k I think in the gameplay we got. So it hits 927 base damage times 7, so that's actually really good. Then Shouts apply the following boons and recharge faster, so your heal recharges faster and your elite recharges faster. Those are the two Shouts we run. This is really strong for getting around, applies quite a lot of swiftness. And then we have, while you're above 90%, you take, your pet deals more damage, so yeah, your initial Smoke Assault can deal quite a bit of damage. Then pets inflict weakness on nearby foes when they F2, so this is strong for your Furious Pounce. So 4 seconds of Fury with an 8-second cooldown, that's 50% uptime. Combine that with the weakness from that, it's actually quite a bit of weakness uptime. And then this also hits really hard. So then we have pets move faster, so they have like pretty much permanent swiftness, helps them stick on your foes, and their crits do more damage. Then Beastly Warden, so your pets taunt foes when they use an F2, so this has every second time you use Furious Pounce, this will trigger, and it's an interrupt, so you've got to remember to use that properly. If you don't think you can run that, you can run Zephyr's Speed for the might and quickness. Then with Druid, we have you gain access to the astral healing form thing, Celestial Avatar, and you gain access to Staff. Then we have Primal Echoes, so I really like this trait, so it dazes foes whenever you switch to Staff, and this is every time you switch to Staff because it has an 8-second cooldown. It reduces recharge on Staff skills, and it's in combat only, but there's a trait that synergizes well in this line. If you don't want to run this, you can run Druid Clarity, which clears 13 Condis and breaks stun, but we already have access to a low cooldown stun break. Each of these remove a condition, and yeah, but if you need the extra Condi clear, you can definitely run Druid Clarity. Then whenever you heal an ally, you're also healed. This has a 1-second cooldown, but it's basically 252 health per second, so that's quite a lot of regen for you. This also counts for your pet as well, by the way. Then reduces recharge on glyphs, and when you drop a glyph, it blinds a foe, drops a healing pod, and that healing pod removes 2 conditions. So actually, sorry, each glyph removes 2 Condis. And then this is just some silly minor trait which increases outgoing healing effectiveness. I don't really find it very powerful. I'd prefer it if it was just a baseline 20% healing increase to allies, but whatever. And then Ancient Seeds, so whenever you strike someone who's stunned, dazed, knocked down, or launched, you summon Entangle on them. So this applies a lot of bleeding pressure and immobilize. So this is your daze, and then you instantly attack with a glyph or a pet attack or something, and you summon the roots on them. So I can show this off here. We just got to start in Sword Torch, and then start casting some type of glyph, and we actually got the immobilize with the roots off plus the bleeding, because we didn't use our Staff 4, so that was where the immobilize came from. And then we can just get the rest of our healing off, and then we can show off our pet attack. Pet actually crits really hard. So does the Hydromancy Sigil, that helps with a lot of Condi pressure, and yeah, it's nice. So your Astral form builds up whenever you use a healing skill, or whenever you heal an ally. So whenever you heal yourself or an ally or anyone, any healing you do basically helps build up your Celestial Avatar. So it's kind of the opposite of Death Shroud. Death Shroud's like death damage, and this is like life damage, I guess. So instead of Death Shroud, people call it like Life Shroud, I guess. But yeah, Celestial Avatar Druid, yeah. So this gives you access to 5 new skills, and it turns your glyphs into a different form. You can see these here. So we have the normal form dazes nearby foes, and the other form breaks stun for nearby allies. The normal form on this one applies the following 3 conditions, weakness included, which is very powerful, and the other form of it heals and removes conditions from nearby allies. So that's what it did. So yeah, I'm just still getting used to the build, don't really know what those do. You don't really use Celestial Avatar much unless you're in need of healing, but you won't really be because you have access to a lot of healing already. But you've also got to watch your allies' health and try and heal them up. So the build has very high toughness from our Signet and our durability rune, quite tanky. Also pretty high health, 23k is not bad. And then we have Permanent Fury with the build, so 50% crit chance. Quite a few might stacks as well, gets us up to about 1800 power. A bit low, but our Staff auto attack hits really high. So you always want to open up with your smoke scale F2, because that actually hits really hard. So that crit 0 times, it still hit 4k. And then you just rotate through your Staff skills and then switch to Sword Torch. Or you can do it the other way around. I prefer to start in Sword Torch, because then you can do the combo. And also, when you drop your Sword Torch Firefield, the Staff 3 is a blast finisher, so you can get a free stack of Might. So I got Area Might there, 3 stacks for 27 seconds, which is really nice. And we can go into our Celestial form here. Our auto attack drops an orb which heals your allies. I've got to go through these quickly. The Seed of Life is the one that the Glyph drops. This one calls down a massive beam that heals and dazes. This one is a Tidal Force that rapidly heals allies for 5k if they're within the radius. It's also a Water Field. And I didn't get to go through the number 5 skill. I'll try and build that up here. And so your glyphs, this one dazes and deals damage, so it's great for interrupts. So you saw there I interrupted. And this one applies a lot of Condi pressure, so we get quite a few conditions off, and it deals a bit of damage as well. So your pet skill, you see our pet hit there for 5k, that's not bad, and this one, what does it hit for? 1.5k without the crit. So obviously the smoke scale hits a lot harder, but this one gives you and your allies Fury, which is a lot nicer in my opinion. And let's just build up our healing. So yeah, even if you heal your pet, this goes up. Takes a while to build up, so it won't always be up, so be careful not to waste it. So with our staff skills, our auto attack is like the Mesmer auto attack beam. It just shoots a beam of light across that heals allies, so it helps build your force thing. And it's 1200 range as well, so it's very similar to the Mesmer one. It has like 3 procs. This one seems to have less of an aftercast and a bit quicker. And the number 2 skill sends a wisp, so we're a bit low health. Once the wisp attaches to a foe, it circles around and it heals you each time. So you see the wisp following my mouse there. Wow, we actually do a lot of damage there. Then the number 3 skill is massive. It's an evade, firstly. It's a blast finisher, and it's 1200 range. So the evade's very long duration, and we get a bit of a heal at the end. So it's great for moving around from point to point. And then we have Vine Surge, which removes all the movement impending conditions, and it immobilizes your enemy, so it's great for setting up some things. It's very easy to miss though, and it's quite a bit of a hard skill to hit. Number 5 puts a wall up for 5 seconds. It's a water field as well somehow, don't ask me, but it blocks projectiles, making it really powerful, so I actually really enjoy this skill. And yeah, we got this guy down here. We have our F5. So this one slows and cripples, it immobilizes as well, and it gives you yourself stability. It pulses damage until the final one, which does a big burst of damage, making it very strong to the team. You can also leave the F5 at any time, and you keep the healing that you had, and it doesn't go down out of combat. So yeah, I suggest you just play around with it. It takes a bit to get used to the build. Like, I'm still getting used to it, and it's a bit confusing and everything, but yeah, once you can play it properly, it's actually a really powerful build. So Condi pressure off here. I think the build might need a few more stun breaks, so you might have to run Druidic Clarity, that trait in the Druid tree line. But apart from that, it's actually really powerful. So we can also get stomps, because this blocks projectiles. You can drop your water field, blast it with the number 3 for some healing. And what else can we do? This is a leap finisher, I believe. Oh no, it's not. What else? Any other combos? Not really. So with the weapon combos, you just want to pressure them down with staff, range pressure with the number 2, and then jump in with the number 3, or you can immobilize them going for some Condi pressure. But I'll show that off here. You always want to manage your pet F2 skill, so I suggest you look at that more than your own skills, to be honest. But yeah, we can get a blast of our water here for some area healing you saw there. Switch to torch, and then get some evades off, some burning pressure, things like that. Sweet. And then your glyph is a stun break, so if you get stunned like I just did there, you can stun break out of that. And use your celestial avatar whenever you feel you need to. If you run this trait, you can just use it whenever you're stunned, or whenever you need a quick Condi clear, and then drop back out of it. But remember that uses up quite a lot of it, and also so yeah, this has no internal cooldown, but still, that uses up a lot of your healing force, and has a 10-second cooldown, but it clears all your Condi, so that's pretty useful. So yep, I'll cue the gameplay here, and I'll see you guys next time. So yep, just be ready for the cue here, and see you in a minute. Yo, Q popped here. We picked Legacy. Yeah, I'm really anxious to see how this build does. I've only played a couple of games with it, but yep. We got Temple, so a lot of mid fights, a lot of AoE healing on mid. Not very much roaming, but we might get some good fights at the top buff and the bottom buff. What is it called? Stillness and Tranquility. So Tranquility is the top buff, Stillness is the bottom buff. I'll be right back here a second. Yep, sweet. Just had to fix some FPS stuff up. I don't know, I'm lagging a bit. I'll try and fix that before the game starts though. Okay, there's not much we can really do here. We'll have to deal with this lag. And let's see what we're up against. I've seen this guy, huge Jackman. It looks like we're versing a 2-man party. 3-man party, 2-man party there. And we're 5 pugs, so that's not too bad. 2 guildless guys. I actually really like the staff auto attack. And we've got a good taunt off there. Necro's going to break stun. And we can maybe get some pressure off on him. Yeah, so like you see there, that's pretty powerful. And it helps build our Celestial Avatar thing. I wonder if that resets before the match starts. I'm yet to try that out. I bet that would hit really hard then if it like... We're hitting... What are we hitting here? We're hitting like 1.5Ks with Celestial gear with like no power. So if we had 1,000 more power, we'd hit like 3 or 4K auto attacks. That's pretty good. Might try out a Berserker Druid or something. Okay, I'm not going to start home. Looks like the warrior's getting home. Yeah, 5 pugs, no worries. That looks like a trap guardian to me, so we might have to bait him with our pet. Gonna send our pet in there. Yeah, that's definitely a trap guardian. Yeah, so that actually blocks all ranged attacks, so yeah, get our pet back here. And heal him up a bit, or not. Okay. Oh wow, what the hell is that? Let's pressure him with our bristleback. And we're actually going to have to get on point soon here. And let's stop him from attacking us. Oh, that was a pretty good projectile block by us. Get a daze off, get our other one off. Pop our elite shout, and then go into avatar form. Drop big heals down on the point. And sweet, that was a lot of damage as well. It seems our pet is like in some sort of form as well. I don't know. That's weird. Okay, let's pop a signet off here and get away a bit. Looks like our whole team went far, so we're actually outnumbered at mid. Didn't die though, so that's pretty good. Gonna pressure this guy down with our bristle, with our smoke scale attack. So actually quite a lot, 7k, wow. That was quite a hard hit. Okay, let's evade out of there, and daze the dude. Let's daze him, got a double interrupt there, that was good, that was good. And immobilize him, get some Condi pressure off. Okay, let's drop a fire field. Oh, we're getting shot on here. Gotta get out of there. Oh, okay, wow. Traps, 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 no. And we got a good heal off. That was nice, that was nice. Okay, let's mobilize this guy, get a healing wall down, and then get some healing off with our ultimate skill. Switch over, get some evades off, fire field down. Okay, I was going to swap pets here for the might and the Condi pressure. Switch out to staff for a daze. Okay, we didn't actually switch yet. They got immune, so we're going to have to heal up. Go into Celestial form, get some massive healing down if we can. And heal ourselves a bit. Going to pop our signet off. And go for the massive number 5 skill. Okay, so we broke stun. Going to get our normal heal off. And just continue to pressure this guy down. And he's dead. Sweet, so that's an Ellie. We can kind of block his attacks. And get some fire pressure off. Got to actually, we don't have many interrupts apart from our dazes, so that's a bit problematic. Gonna go for the Condi. The Condi, okay, come on, just get our pet on this guy at least. And switch over to staff, pressure him down, look at that. 3k damage on a Celestial. Actually, yeah, this build's really powerful. Oh, what are all these things on the ground? Okay, so we're actually ahead now, we have a triple cap it looks like. Our team going far might have actually paid off instead of hurting the team. It's the first time I've seen that though. The top buff spawns in 20 seconds, the top buff spawns at 11:30, and the bottom buff is at 8:30 as well. It looks like they're heading mid, so we're going to go help with that. Yeah, just have to get around a bit faster. This guy's fighting off point, come on man. Get on point. Gonna drop our wall of reflection and immobilize the target. There's a target's the Medigard or whatever this guy is. Trap Guardian, sorry, yeah. Mine's a bit confused. Okay, let's get some healing off. And it looks like we actually have to pop our signet because we're in a very heavy situation here. And get our pet back to us. Drop some pressure on this guy. Shit. Let's get some Condi pressure off. And we're actually alone, I think we are. Yeah, we're gonna go down here. Not much we can do. I think that was a 5v1. Yeah, this guy's just gonna stand there. Not really do anything with us. Maybe our pet can res us, so we have quite a bit of healing. No, we have fallen here. So we didn't get to go top buff, but we still capped it. Think the Necro got that there. We were in a 1v5 at mid, bit out of position. Yeah, so it's very bad if you die. You should kind of stick with the team, but I really don't like going far, so I can help them out in this fight over here, though, so let's get some swiftness going. And this should be a pretty good fight. Okay, let's pressure them with our staff, get our pet on this guy. Okay, we've got to be careful here. I think our staff auto is very similar to a Mesmer auto attack on Greatsword. They're both like this big beam thing. Okay. Let's get on point here. Because, yeah, that would be bad if we didn't. Oh, this guy's low, this guy's low. Oh, no, that did nothing. Okay, we've got to be careful here. Got to get our pet up on this guy. Get some Condi pressure off. Oh, we're going to be in like a 1v4 again or whatever. Okay. We got a pretty good evade off there. And we can maybe dodge back. Nah, we got trapped. Wow, 3v1 and they waste like every skill. Well, where's our team? The whole team's dead, it looks like. Nothing we could really do there. They're actually catching up. They're going to get the lead probably if we don't get the buff control. So we have one down here. Maybe he rallied. Actually, he's dead. So we got a kill at least. And we can cap home back. We just need to recover mid. No one's really going mid with me. They're all fighting off point. So that's another bad thing. So yeah, let's look at all this off point fighting. We can go and help with home. They're going to rush home actually. And the buffs are in 40 seconds. So I've got to be careful for that. Oh, can we not jump here? Okay. Got to range pressure this guy down, then get our pet on him. And get our elite skill off. Keep pressuring him down, get our wall of reflection up. And immobilize him, evade out. Get some Condi pressure up. Fire fields down. Some Condi clear off. Gonna get our pet on him again, if we can. Okay, and then switch to staff, go for a bit of healing on our teammate. And he went down. That's unfortunate. Hopefully we can get this Guardian down. Okay, let's go for a quick res here. And we got the Condi off, and sweet, we got this guy down as well. Let's go for a wall of reflection thing here, our ranger wall. I don't know what to call it yet, it doesn't really reflect. Call it wall of healing, maybe. And get this guy dead. Yep, sweet. Yeah, we didn't really get the buffs, so we've got to decap that. Okay, never mind. We'll get the cap. Hate capping points, but what can you do? It looks like we're actually capping. We're capping 3. We might triple cap. Why did the whole team come back just for this one guy? This type of shit that I'm talking about. Okay, let's just get some healing off. Let's daze him. Get some might going up and some Condi pressure, and this guy should die soon. We have massive healing with the build. It's actually crazy. Fire field down and he's dead. Let's just leave now. Get our pet on. Are you serious? Is this guy gonna actually die? Okay, let's just finish him off here. And get some Condis off. Oh wow, he killed our pet. We get our second pet up, and that's good. Looks like they died at far. Rushing far doesn't always pay off, but it can, so it's a bit of a risk versus reward thing. This looks like a bit of a longer match, so we'll have to go for the 5-minute 30 buff. We're definitely going to go for this one. It's at the top. Also, having map control and buff awareness is very important with the build. Oh sweet, if we get this stomp, we basically win. Oh, we blinded him. That was very good by us. Okay, that was good. And let's get this guy down. Took a lot of pressure from our auto attack. Gotta be careful for the burning here on us, and we should be fine. Yep, he's dead. I want to cap the mid really quick. Oh wow. Okay, I have to waste an evade there. And get a reflection thing up, so this guy actually heals me. And then he's coming on point. Sweet, get our pet up. Get our heal going, and a daze. And a Condi pressure. Then we can go in for some heals. And then switch over pets. Immobilize this guy, please, please, please hit. Okay, looks like we didn't even cast that, wow. We're lagging a bit here, gonna have to land this. Go for this skill, then go for our evades. That was a pretty good evade. Gonna get a fire field off, wait for the warrior. And the warrior's in. Nice, thanks for the pull, man. Actually, no thanks for the pull. Let's get some healing off here. And Condi cleanse, dodge out. Let's heal this huge Jackman guy. And get the final heal down before we quickly exit. Sweet. This guy's dead. We're actually winning. Hopefully they don't decap home. Their rushing far was a really shitty idea. But we're actually kind of catching up. Not doing too bad. We've died twice because of the mid. That's not really positioning though. That's just team coordination. Okay, yep, we were at the buff at 5:30. Forgot to mention that, but yeah, I went there anyway. And let's daze this guy and get an immobilize off. And get a fire field down. Get some Condi pressure on the... Oh no, this is a bad idea. Okay, we have to go all the way up now. That was a really shitty idea. The sword too. Okay. Did we lose mid? Yep, what do you know? Of course we lost mid. And gonna have to roll over here or evade or whatever. Did we cap it? Did we cap it? Okay, let's help out here. He's actually down. Gonna get the warrior down as well. Got a nice interrupt there. And sweet, we can actually kill him. Get a burning off, and we actually got him. Sweet. We just need to cap this. Oh, okay, I got it, I guess. They're gonna go far again. Okay, we're double capping. Oh, let's go mid, let's go mid. Huge Jackman is there, we're gonna get some healing off, gotta get some healing off on him. And let's go for the heals. Oh, that was a good heal, so 2k, that was 2k, not bad. And go for the daze and the Condi pressure. I like double activating my glyphs because I get the healing seed on the ground. So it helps with your sustain. And are we gonna win? Are we gonna win this? Gonna go for the heal. Oh no, they rallied. They got a kill, that's very bad. And gonna go for this skill here. And I really don't know what my glyphs do in the water form, but we're gonna win here. Sweet. That was a very close game. Yeah, I really need to learn the glyphs because you can't read them unless you're in the water form, and you're barely in the water form. Oh, cool. Got quite a lot of ranked points there. How'd our score look like? Top score on our team. Not too bad. 11 kills with this Celestial build. Healing to self, 300k healing. Healing to allies, 200k. So that was a big thing there. 200k healing to allies. So if each ally has like 20k health, we did like 10 lives worth of healing to allies. So not bad. Boons applied to self a lot. Boons applied to allies 816. That's crazy. That's almost double what we applied to ourselves, and we removed quite a few conditions as well. Although we removed more from ourselves. And then boons removed, not that many. Conditions applied, quite a lot. Condi damage dealt, not too much. It's mediocre, it's just small Condi pressure. And then normal damage dealt, pretty low, but we're a Cele build. Damage received, quite a lot. I bet that was when we went mid. But yeah, that was the Celestial Ranger build. So this is a Celestial Druid. It's great healing, great damage, and it's really fun to play. A big change for Ranger as well. So you should try it out. We had a very close game here, but still came out with a win. Yeah, Tranquility has appeared. Okay, but yep, thanks for watching, and see you guys next time. Remember to subscribe.